you actually see it go live. It should be your gameplay and my face in the corner.
Nice.
Let me just bring up
I believe it just popped up.
patch notes.
Yes, I see you as a tiny little
Tiny man, tiny
bitty
man,
guy.
tiny man. I promise never to do that voice again.
Thank you.
Tiny man. No. Discord, good.
All right.
Can you do a sound check really quick? I mean, you sound fine, but I just want to make sure.
Testing, testing, testing.
Okay, good. Just got to turn you up just a notch, but that is it. Everything is good to go. Good to go. Okay. Let me just get some of those notes back up. It's not like they can see any of the gameplay anyway. Media, dev notes. Perfect. Okay, this is. Yeah, perfect. This is exactly what I needed by way of the dev notes. Wonderful. All right, bro. I'm pretty good to go.
I was born ready.
Oh, this is Ocean's 12 already. Ocean's 12.
You ready?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I even got the opening hashed out.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay, so balance pash events. Dream of a L&D 5-star scroll. How our lists are coming along. We're in artifact removal. I didn't know that about the 6 stars.
Oh yeah, it's in the dev notes. So
And yes, we can use some runes. That's fine. All right, ready when you are.
okay, you can hit the button.
All right. Now remember, you can see this now, so you should be able to tell when you can start talking.
I can see this now, and I should be
All right.
able to, but who knows?
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, clicking. Pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop. You can start talking, you know.
Oh, okay.
Remember, it's only 3 seconds. I was being funny because there's a delay with the internet being the internet.
There it is. Hello, summoners. Hi.
Hello!
Welcome to another pulse pounding, lightning inducing,
Oh, yeah.
tower ascending episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. I am the dev note reading Aztec Olmec.
And reading is what, children? Fundamental.
Sometimes I can even talk while reading. Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Multi-talented. Whoa. But it wouldn't be a proper episode if I did not have the recently buffed Lightstar 7 with me.
Yes. And, right off the bat, anybody who's going to watch this, you are going to notice something weird. And that is
Tales
the fact
from
that
SW.
that we have
our Discord is being discorderly and disorder.
Yeah, no, the Discord is messing with us something fierce today.
Yeah, so we're not able
Um,
to see. Well, we can see each other, but
sort
we're
of.
not able to see each other in real time. But it doesn't matter because a bunch of you listening on the podcast, and this has no bearing on you whatsoever. But the people that are watching, it's gonna look a little weird. Weirder than normal. Let's put it that way. Weirder than normal. We got a great show for you folks, but I'm gonna flip it and ask Lightstar how he's doing first, because he always asks
Whoa,
me, and I feel like a jerk
whoa.
because I usually don't even ask him back. This guy.
I'm I'm doing I'm doing all right, my friend.
That's
All right.
good.
I'm just noticing the because everything is reversed. Another problem with Discord is everything is reversed, so I have to redo all of this so that I can actually see your game properly. Size it down.
We got a great show for you guys, regardless.
Whoa, boy! Yeah, once we get this Discord problem, it's just we're going to be like gangbusters.
So
Yeah,
just some of the topics for episode 108. Wow.
108.
Let's pat ourselves on the back and tip the hat and wag the finger for that. That's a lot of episodes for a
Tip of the hat
podcast.
and a wag of the finger.
Shout out to Stephen Colbert, of course. But we got topics. There's a new
Got
scroll.
'em.
5-star. I mean, well, I shouldn't say 5-star. 4-star. All elements. Legendary scroll, which is pretty unprecedented
Yes.
for good old.
Get your
SW.
4-star in any element you choose.
Exactly. Thoughts on the balance patches. Of course, we have opinions.
We do.
One of my guys got a slight nerf, which I'm okay with. It's really not gonna make him terrible or anything like that. We got I was digging around the patch notes that were released earlier this month, and I found two things that were somewhat interesting, which I will share with you folks. Coming up is going to be the Freeing Rune and Artifact Removal Day, so I will finally fix my Lucian. Yay! I will.
You mean the naked Lucian?
That messed up clown of a Lucian. Lucian's a clown already, but I will absolutely fix that one because it'll be for
Love
free,
it.
and I am so mana low. It's not even fun. Anyway, let's see. And I was just asking if we can fuse some runes. I don't know. It's just something we haven't done. I mean, we'll do our normal, summon session and such, but just wondering if some of that luck
Can be depressed on screen? Sure. Yeah.
if some of that luck can be transferred to maybe some of these runes. Let's see. But Lightstar, what's going on your Sky Island? What's up?
We are plugging along. I have enough to 6-star 2 units, so of course I'm back to, my complete and utter confused mind about what I should do. All right. What do I even have that I can craft? Let's find out. But yeah, I can craft a few runes.
Okay.
I'm plugging along. I'm trying to, again, in the later part of the last season, I'm trying to use my wings and RTA more.
Right.
There's different advice about whether you should, have like one core person and then build the team around that and have like a couple alternates, which I get that.
Yeah.
I get that is something that, it can be pretty cool to have, like one guy that you're focused around, but at the same time it's also like, I've kind of gotten under the impression that, you know, you should also have various
Yeah, because what if
teams for what
one
you're
unit gets
fighting.
yeah, what if that one unit gets banned? Then that kind of screws up your team.
Well, and I mean, and that's the thing. Most people, if they're building around one person, they'll build some things that, you know, are unavoidably. Are you going to craft runes with me or no?
Oh, of course.
Okay. I'm going to keep crafting runes. They're all terrible. That's what they do. If I get a legend rune, it's going to be flat in a slot that shouldn't be flat.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I've just crafted some runes in my day. But yeah, I just I guess my method has been more so I just try to adapt to the situation, but you know, Bagel said it best. Like a lot of the time in like higher level like guild wars and things of that nature and
Right.
siege battles, you're fighting the same team over and over and over again.
Okay.
So it's like I would see Kamoon, Triana, Vigors, and like, you know, you start to see the exact same teams over and over and over again. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's as he says, you know, once you learn how to beat that team, you know, then you'd be fine. But I don't know, sometimes I feel like I don't know enough about the different like I think okay, like I have Hey Gang and I'm like, okay, so he'll strip whatever they have and that's good because
Right.
that's what you want. You want them not to have their buffs so that you have a better chance. All right, let's see it's flat. There it is. What did I tell you? I'm going to
Wow.
just leave this here for a moment cuz I
You're
told you this is what was going to happen.
you're. I
Just
guess
going to take a picture of my rightness and sell that and
your
be more depressed.
your saltiness has infected my crafting also because I got a slot six flat rune also. Selling that puppy.
How come all I'm seeing on your display is the patch notes?
I don't know.
Hmm.
Let's see. Let's see why. Because
I
we're
mean,
way
with
past
Discord
patch
being Discord, like I don't hold out much hope today, but
Yeah, got a flat one myself. Um, let's see. Yeah, you shouldn't see patch notes unless no, you really shouldn't see patch notes.
well, I got nothing then
You got
because that's
nothing.
all I'm seeing on. I mean, you can see my stream, so you know, you can see it.
I can see what you can see.
Can you see what I see? But yeah, yeah, Discord. Why you hate us so today? But I enjoy RTA. I just like I always feel like I said, like I'll have Hagang and I'm like, great, you know, because you know you should have somebody who strips, somebody who attack buffs and maybe shields,
Right.
and then somebody who defense breaks and that's it, and then you know see what else, right? But I just feel like, all right, well that was very disappointing. Thank you. I enjoyed that.
What happened?
Um,
Tell the people that can't see the stream.
I crafted will runes, a couple rage runes, despair rune,
Yeah.
and I got 0 runes other than the one 6-star legendary rune that was flattened slot 6.
Mm.
So I
As
got
good old
no
Young the God would
runes.
say, those are not tasty runes. Mm-mm.
No, they are not.
No, those are.
Um, but I don't know. It's like this special league. I'm not the best at special league. I need to get better. There are people that they go in with the intention of only having 3 people after the ban phase,
Right.
and you know I can respect that, but you know I don't know. Sometimes it's a little bit much. Like I don't know how they. I'm not very good at that, like trusting 3 monsters to be able to, win
Yeah,
the fight.
that's a little. That's a little tough. Especially because 4 stars. You don't put. Well, I don't put. A lot of my best runes on 4 stars. However, but even if you rune them too well, just having only 3 units, you're almost at a handicapped right there.
Mm-hmm.
But I did make sure to check in on the All Lulu account that we covered ages ago.
Lulu only.
And guess what happens? It is no
They.
longer a Lulu only account.
I'm sorry.
It is
I'm
a
sorry, I
Lulu
can't.
and Friends account.
Oh, okay. I was really worried for a moment. I didn't know where we were going with
I
that.
heard it in your voice. I heard it
I was
in
I was
your
very
voice.
just like my dreams were being
You were
shattered
like,
everywhere.
I heard in your voice. You were like, no, not that. But I was on Instagram and I actually found. But now it is all Lulu and Friends. And I'm talking, all right, people, if you can imagine, every team from Giants to Necro to whatever is all Lulu. And I will have some more info so you can find this crazy account or at least on Instagram or follow this person on Instagram because
Hmm.
they use Lulu, multiple Lulu and Friends for every team, every single team.
Anywhere it's viable.
So I just wanted to let you know that that account is alive and well. Um, but I did want to drop some developers notes on your head because
it.
there were two things that one, not super important, one super duper important. Um, I'm just gonna before this awesome and amazing balance patch, I'm just gonna pick your brain. I'm
Is
gonna
that
throw it.
sarcasm?
No, it actually is. It's okay. It's not great, but I want to pick your brain a little bit. What has better?
Okay.
What unit has better stats? A max level 5 star, just a regular 5 star, not a Nat 5 or anything, or a level 1 6 star.
You mean a 1-star unit?
Oh no, just a regular like just 6 starring any unit, rather they be 3, 4 stars.
Like a slime?
You can, yeah. If you 6 star a slime, would it have better stats than if you had 5 star maxed the slime? Same slime.
I think I know this answer because of the patch notes. That it'll be the 5-star, right?
Yes, before the patch, you are 100% right. However, after the patch, they've corrected that issue. So now, a 6 star level 1 actually has better stats than a 5 star max level. So that the progression kind of goes along normally.
I mean that you don't take a step back just to level
To
them
go
up again.
forward, exactly. You don't take a step back to go forward. Perfect, exactly.
Kind of like you got to put your behind in your past.
Yes. So I honestly did not know this before I dug into the dev notes, but they have, fixed that problem. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of happy that that happens because, newer players will be, super advantageous and be able to,
Right.
instead of going back, like you said, going backwards to go forwards. But, that's not, because honestly, who keeps their 6 stars at level 1 anyway? They usually max level them ASAP.
But at the same time, doesn't that mean that their maximum potential stats was lower than it should have been?
Yes, all
if you
this
basically started lower.
Yep, all this time, 100%.
So does this mean that they're just going to fix it to where there any characters you've fully 6-star maxed get whatever, in the difference they were supposed to have?
You get that difference at level 1.
So the end all be all of being 6-star maxed, you're still at the same stats you would have been.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Okie dokie.
Just a little something, but not super important. However, one that's actually pretty important, especially if you're doing any Second Awakenings, is that the experience for Second Awakenings that you're getting is going to be boosted. Well, now it's boosted because the update already happened. So the number of runs it takes
Dimensional
to
hole energy.
oh, what's that?
They owe me some dimensional hole energy then.
They do owe you some 2A energy. Absolutely, they owe you a lot of 2A energy, just due to the fact that you have less runs because you're getting more XP. So even if you were at level 2, finding it in the in 2A dungeons, it would only be 167 battles to fully 2A somebody, as opposed to 239. Jeez, Lord, that's a. So I am currently 2Aing my Saths for my Sathatu team, and this kind of rolls into my list, my ever-growing list of stuff to do on the account. But just to stay here, you get a significant amount of you get almost close to 200 XP more than pre-patch. So I don't know. That's awesome for me because I have so many units of 2A. What do you think about that? They definitely owe you some refunds in that dimensional hole energy.
They owe me some refunds.
I mean, in
for
that
sure.
2A energy, I will give you sprinkles of energy, from where I am, just to compensate. But yeah, man, we've been 2Aing for a while, and all of a sudden, everyone gets a boost. So yeah, some people really owe us some energy refunds. But man, but if you're doing everything at level 5, you now only have to do 86 runs as opposed to 105, which honestly is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm happy for anything that makes quality of life improvements. So
Definitely.
I am definitely all for that. I do want to say, like, I just looking over the update notice.
Yeah.
Modified. I just, I never get angry about, when they update things like this, because I know the games evolve and they,
Right.
They become, different, over time. So I'm not mad. I have 2A'd a lot of things, so
Yes.
I was a little bit, saddened.
Well, going forward, you'll be able to 2A faster than light. Star 777. So
Oh, I was just gonna say, so like, looking over the list, like they actual monster balancing. Did you notice how many light and dark monsters were on this list?
a couple. A lot.
Like a lot more than I'm used to. And that just brings up a thing. Just real quick, I know Bagel mentioned this, and honestly, I just want to throw my hat in there that you would think at a 7-year mark for a gacha game,
Right,
that they would have given us a scroll that was basically a guaranteed 5-star L&D for everybody. Like,
that would be awesome.
I mean, not even
Epic
like
7 did.
and yes, it'd be great if it was like,
did.
oh, like you could choose one of 6, right? That'd be wonderful. But
right.
I won't even be a beggar or a chooser about it. I'll just say, if they had given us one, again, I'm not one to dog the game all that often. So, and I mean, I'm not. I enjoy this game, and I'll be here until the servers melt. But at the same time, like, I really I really wish that they had done more. Like, I feel like last year on the 6-year anniversary, we had our choice of like 20 different, like, monsters for the choose your own heart of house,
Right. True.
I mean, because I think it was like, wasn't it like 5 or 6 weeks of choosing your own Hall of Heroes? Like,
Yes.
I mean, there was a lot, and every single one had something that somebody would want. And I feel like that was better. I feel like, I mean, the fact that they did give everybody a guaranteed 5 star, and I really did like the 7-year scrolls. So I'm not really that mad about that aspect of it because, yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way things are, so to speak.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, at the same time, it's like, uh, you know, just
So
I,
you
I, I'm just those two things. Like, I mean, that no three things. So I would have liked to see like maybe 7 weeks or at least as many choices of Hall of Heroes as we had for last year's event.
definitely
I would have liked to see like a light and dark scroll because, like, again, yes, it's wonderful and very kind that they gave us all a 5 star,
right.
and some of us got dupes, but whatever. But at the same time, like, that's all nice. But if they had given a light and dark to everybody, I feel like more people would have been engaged with the game again.
One hundred and
Because,
fifty percent.
even
Definitely.
if you just made it every single monster like light and dark 5 star and they just had a chance, I feel like even the worst L&D 5 star would have been game changing for people
Yep.
and made them like 100% recommitted to the game.
Think about
And
it.
then,
I haven't gotten one yet in almost 4 years of more than 4 years of playing. Still haven't
right,
got one.
crazy.
Yeah.
And
No,
and I
I
mean,
totally get you, man.
the last little gripe is, we had one transmog event thing
Right.
where, you know, again, last year, and I mean, I'll freely admit it, I bought like maybe 3 or 4, 5 packs worth of transmogs the last time they came around.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like this year, it's like one. You get one transmog pack. Like, I thought they were going to literally like open the floodgates and every transmog pack since the beginning of the
Would have been
game
available.
was going to come
Yeah.
back.
I
But
was
like,
banking
we
on that
got one
myself.
and it wasn't even like that nice of one, you know?
Totally. Got you.
Um
Got you.
so
Got
I
you.
mean, that's my little gripes. I still haven't decided who I want to transmog, but I'm kind of leaning towards Bastet. I know we talked about this, but part of me is thinking Bastet because I actually use her quite often.
Right.
So I thought, oh well, I should do a monster that I'm going to see all the time.
Absolutely.
Um,
Definitely should.
but at the same time, I don't know if I should do that or if I should do Triton because
Try and
Triton's is super cool and it
Dragon
might
Master.
incentivize me using the Triton more. But I
My
don't know.
yes. Everything Dragon Master, anything dragon related. Crystal dragons, Zyros, freaking Mother of Dragons, anything dragon related is a yes. So that Triton, when he does his attack and that dragon comes out, oh, once I saw that animation, oh, so cool, so freaking sweet. But anyway, but that is, but I'm glad you brought that up because I had similar feelings. I think, and just being honest, I think the 6 year really eclipsed the 7 year. You know,
Yeah. No,
but
and I mean, and like I said, like the 7-year scrolls, those were like the best. Like, honestly, if that was the
that was pretty
only
cool.
thing, that
The
was
7 year scrolls were
a
pretty awesome.
a complete win.
Yes, definitely got that fire art master from. Oh man, among others. But just to round out the patch notes, there was a tiny, slight nerf to Water Ryu. You know, now his Cyclone Kick or whatever only strips for 20% as opposed to 30%. Not terrible. You know, I still love him and gonna probably build him to be monstrous one of these days. But that was. I mean, did any other patch notes or fixes stick out to you?
I mean, not like I'd have to go back to the list, and I started another, one of these because
I hear you.
I have an impulse control problem. But I mean, at the same time, it's like,
Yeah.
um, I don't know. I
Well, I'll
I
bring.
wasn't affected by a lot of it because a lot of the monsters are not things I have, or if I do have them, it's not something I'm using all the time that I would run into a problem, you know?
Got you. Uh, well,
But
well,
but
one
yeah, I mean
one more
oh sorry,
that
go on.
did stick out, because I'm going to start using the snipers like nobody's business. I always shout out JD the gamer because when he hung out with us,
JD?
I pulled out the dark sniper Dragunov. So
You sure
there's
did.
one. It's a skill error that was resolved, which was a little annoying. It improved the AI so the monster will not use the hidden aim skill while they're in the hidden aim pose because that'll just cancel it. So,
Seems pretty obvious, but okay.
but yes, but they fixed that, which was good. I know you have the wind sniper and you like him a lot, so that's one.
I
Yeah.
do, but I was also building the fire one because
Hmm.
that one
Yeah,
apparently is pretty good as well.
that one
But
slaps. Uh, yeah, man. So
oh,
how
look,
did
they quit.
how did
Good, I win.
how did the how to go with the fire one? Like, did you start building? Did you ruin them yet? Which runes did you put on them? Or
Oh, none of that. I,
okay,
I, I merely have announced my intent to the universe
it's the
that
first step.
I will be building him at some point.
That's the first step.
Let's see. So it's like this. Like, the Desert Queen, it's the dark one, don't have her.
Right.
I don't the Fireclaw, they reduced the beneficial effect. I haven't been using Ken or the Shadow Claw, but
Right.
like I want to. They increased uh his damage on one of his abilities, so I
Yeah.
guess it's like, you might not strip beneficial effects as much, but you're going to do a little bit more damage. I don't have the Water and Bison, but that one I know needed a patch because he was dead. Um, I am happy about is it Scarlet, the Wind Occult girl,
Yeah.
because now she increases the attack bar more.
See,
So
there you
that's
go.
cool. The Water Ifrit, the cooldown going down 6 turns to only 4 turns on his Elemental King. That's severe. I mean, don't get me wrong, I get
Yeah.
it because
But
if
that
you
makes him
if
so
you get
much
your
more.
health back up,
Yeah.
chances are you're not going to live for 10 turns.
Definitely.
4 turns, you may or may not live that long, but
It's much
I,
more
I don't
viable
know.
now. That's good.
Yeah. Well, it's more viable to fight them
Right.
uh than it is for because I mean, still 4 turns, I could usually finish one off in 4. Don't have the dark one. I don't use the jack-o'-lanterns very often, but I like that they added a recover by 10% for every beneficial effect for whatever the water one's name
Chilling.
is. Yeah, chilling, that's right. Don't use the wind one. So this is the thing, like going down the list, like I don't use a lot of what that they updated. And I mean, honestly, the one that stood out to me was the tattoo. As is inflates great damage by blowing up continuous damage effects on the enemy. The inflicted damage increases by 50% for each effect, and they changed it to be attacks the enemy target to inflict damage, decreases duration time of continuous damage granted in the target by 1 turn each, and inflicts additional damage that's equivalent to that continuous damage. So, I mean, I don't know, like, not exploding the damage, like, you're not getting that 50% for each dot effect
Right.
on there. But I mean, from what I read of that, that means you're actually applying all of the continuous damage to them,
Multiplied by the number of debuffs.
but they're
But I
also
wonder if
keeping the continuous damage and you're reducing the time, so you might actually apply the effect to them. So I don't know. That was the big one for me because I use tattoo.
and I am going to start to use tattoo very soon once I get my SAF 28 and
Well, and I mean, and I've been
2
running
Vermilions.
Giants. I know you haven't, but you know, I've been running Giants, and I haven't noticed a depreciable effect with it. She's still destroying things, so you know,
So
happy out.
I am I am curious about one thing you always say about chalky bickies. This is what is that? Is that
Chuckabiki?
Yeah, what is that?
It's an Australian term for a chocolate biscuit.
Oh, I did not know
Have a
that.
Chucky Bicky.
I always wonder
Go
what
down
the
to
hell you were
Macca's.
saying.
Go down
Wait,
to Macca's.
What is Macca's?
The Hungry Jacks.
What is Mac? Wait,
You know
first
Macca's. You know Macca's. You
No.
get Big Mac. Big Mac at Macca's.
McDonald's?
There it is.
That's hysterical. Shout out to Australia. I went when I was a kid, when I was like 17. Loved
4
it.
years ago, everybody.
Shut up.
4 years.
Anyway,
Can't believe it.
1,000 years ago.
Crazy.
400. Who's on the list for rune removals?
You know, you say this, and I'm very organized about most things in this game. I will tell you, runes are literally the last thing I think about sometimes. I always miss every rune removal day. I'm probably the worst person in the world when it comes to rune removal day. I forget endlessly that it's happening, and I end up just paying for rune removals.
Yeah.
Ironically, and I mean, I do have 127 million blue mana, so I think I'm okay. But you
Think
know,
you'll be fine.
but I do get upset at myself. I mean, the problem is like right now it's about getting the better runes. So like for example, like my primary Lucian that does most of the damage, right?
Right.
Let me see. Where are you? You're somewhere, right? Is he not in
What are
my
you doing?
primary box?
Attribute.
I'm trying.
So you can find it. There you go.
No. Anyways, I guess I put him in storage. That's hilarious.
You put him
He deserved it.
Oh,
He knows what he did.
no.
Did I just pass him? No. While I'm finding him.
While
Here we
you're
are.
finding your awesome Lushan, which I actually want to see how you ruined him, because my Lushan is a travestia.
So, I mean, see, I have 1422 for attack. I mean, again, 2500 is considered a really good, I believe, on the attack. 204 could be better at 250, and I could have 100% crit rate. That would be ideal. So, like, the problem is, like, you know.
So remember, explain.
If I look at.
Explain your runes, because some people can't see them.
Gee, AJ, really? I was only going to pull it up. I didn't know that.
Oh man.
I'm typing a mean message to you right now.
Oh no. Not that.
Anyways, I did it. I already did it. I hit enter and everything. But anyways, so I have Rage Blade and attack crit damage attack, of course, and so it's just purely trying to find a better thing. So, like, see this? I could steal Alicia's
Yeah.
Rage Rune, right?
What's on Alicia's?
I could get, she's got a 6-star attack rune in slot 2. I could actually steal that one from her and give her the lesser rune because I actually use Lucian and I'm not really using her.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the thing. Like I sometimes feel guilt-ridden and don't want to steal things from other people. I know
Guilt-ridden.
It's ironic.
These are your soldiers. The runes are their weapons. Switch the one that you're using the most. That's all. So that's interesting. I would have really thought that rune removal day would be something on your account.
But like the thing is, it's like, all of them, like right here, like my slot 4 rune, crit damage 80%. It's actually a hero grade rune. Right? And it's speed plus 21, attack 17%, 5% crit rate, 5% accuracy. So it's not a terrible rune. Like, I'm not going to get that much better speed. So again, it's just like I farm, looking for a slightly better rune.
Right.
And it's like, there's not that many,
No.
Like, I'm not going to find another rune that has like plus 21 speed. So do I take a huge like speed cut on my Lucian, which is speed tuned for a reason? No, I shouldn't do that. So you see that there's the problem. Like, I'm basically in a pattern of waiting for better runes,
Yeah.
And that's the problem. Like, so rune removal day doesn't mean a lot to me because, hey, thanks for the follow, Anarchy Games. But yeah, so I'm kind of in a holding pattern where thank you. Anarchy Games loves the podcast. Yeah, Discord is working against us today, though, so we are riding the struggle bus today for sure.
This is what happens.
Sure.
When you have a podcast, you're not. There was a time where we didn't see each other; we just did audio. So this is like getting back to those, like, I don't know, first like 5 or 10 episodes before we got on Discord. Nah, it was a while. I don't know, maybe not even longer than that. But anyway,
it was ages ago. But yeah, so like that's my problem. Is like I farm runes all the time. And it's like, you can see now, I'm on my 10th run of Giants, and everything is blue or purple. And honestly, I'm not saying I wouldn't keep, like, but this is a slot 4 flat purple rune, not going to keep that. This has flat HP, defense, and accuracy, and even the 2 stats that might be useful are not good rolls.
Right.
And this one, it's resistance, crit rate, attack, and again, none of them except resistance are a peak roll. So why would I keep that? So like, I end up just expending energy all day farming, and maybe I get 1 or 2 runes a day that I even level up to see if they could be worthwhile. And some of the others, it's just because they're a legendary rune, and I end up trying to see if they'll reappraise into something that could be beneficial. So, I mean, that's my problem. Like, if I had better runes, for the things, and I mean, maybe I could like build up other monsters that I have not, I haven't, gotten as good of runes on. But like, what I want to do is I want to make my Lucian better. I want to make my second Melia faster. And And so I end up farming over and over and over again in those dungeons and those places that I'm trying to, get the runes, but like it's, out of like hundreds of runes a day that I farm, I might only get one or two. And,
A
in your
day
typical
or
dungeon, a day, yeah. That are even worth my time trying to level, like, and I get it. Maybe like I'm being too militant, but if I see a purple rune and it's got two flat stats on it, there's absolutely no point.
there's
Like
no point in keeping it.
I only will keep them if they're a +6 speed roll, because I have the potential then to maybe go and get at least a triple speed roll,
Right.
and it'll be in the low 20s for speed when I put a grind on it. And that's worthwhile, because that's why Lucian has that rune he has. So it's like I'm looking for these perfect runes that will give me the right stats, and it's like they're so few and far between that I end up just sinking energy into farming runes all day and being frustrated. And it's like you know I don't know, like that's why rune removal day doesn't do very much for me, because I'm trying to focus on the teams I have to make them more stable, more beneficial. I'm trying to get faster runes for the things I'm using all the time, because then I can do the runs quicker. And so I guess it's like, I don't know. I probably should go through on rune removal day and like try to fix like 20 or 30 monsters, but chances are I'll forget again and I'll miss. But here's hoping. Here's hoping.
Honestly, that is. It was less about the question and more
I know.
so about the response. Rune removal day is for like very early game players. You know what I mean? Once you get into the the grinding for runes, like you're gonna have so much mana that it's not even funny. You know, I burn
Yeah.
through like powering up runes. I burn through like all my mana. I am so I have to farm like
See,
crazy.
th- this is where I don't understand. I farm all the time and I level up runes like nobody's business. Like any rune that's even worth my time, I will level it up before I sell it, just to see if I got anything worthwhile. And sure enough, I have yet to run out of money again. In fact, I feel poor if I'm under 100 million.
Well, I am definitely under that. Absolutely. It's about that time that we do some
It
summoning.
really it really is. And to keep you up to date on the progress,
That is a nice.
is it
What is it?
this week? What was that?
Just checking out artwork, your artwork on your Sky Island. So
Well, it's that 7-year anniversary thing I did.
lights. Well, no, you have to describe your piece. What are you talking about? That's not a description. You
It's a
have the
big pink
7
7 with my summoning circle in the
in
middle.
with all of the pink plants. Looks good, man.
Thank you. You've seen it before. Anywho, uh, 14. I'm up to 14 light and dark scrolls in my quest to save. To keep you apprised of where we're at on that project.
Let's summon 3 mystical scrolls.
Let's do that.
Just
I'm going to
because I
actually
want
do
you-
attribute scrolls
I just
because
want
I
you
have
to,
them.
like, keep stacking, because you're gonna stack until what your next birthday. Is that right?
Oh, I'm not stacking all my scrolls. I'm only stacking
The
the L&D
LMD
scrolls.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to end on my legendary scroll so that, we get some guaranteed lightning. But I think let me think. Yeah, I'll do like 3 of each attribute scroll and then I'll do the legendary.
3 of each. 3 of each.
Yep. Yep. That's the plan, man. Want to count down?
I do.
Do it.
I do want to count down. 3,
Do it.
2, 1, and summon.
Come on, RN Jesus. Papa needs a chung pong. Papa didn't get it. Okay, fair enough. Okay, got some lightning on the fire scroll. Maybe something. Hey, look, a sniper. We were just talking about
We
you.
were just talking about you.
You're going to be a skill up food. There's your destiny. Some water.
What are the odds, though, bro? We talked about snipers at length,
1 in a million, kid.
and you summon a sniper in like a second. That's craziness. I'm getting lots
And some skill ups for a string master.
so
Good stuff.
here's the funny thing. I summoned a whole bunch of Amazons. Is Bezos, you know,
Jeff Bezos?
is he, endorsing this? Seem to summon a lot of Amazon. Anyway, who are we shouting out this week? My light of star.
Hey, Nev84. You know what? I'll shout out. Anarchy Games and Nev84 for coming and hanging out in the chat.
Absolutely.
Hello. Of course, JD the Gamer, Nelly Godbeans, all our friends we've made while doing this podcast. Anybody who came to the stream with all the challenges we're having with Discord today, and watched as there were spinning things in a frozen screen. Anybody who did that, like, thank you. Anybody who does do that, like, if you come wandering upon this and watch it, thank you.
And you
Thank
wonder
you for
why
that.
things are perpetually spinning
Broken.
error messages and such. I want to
Broken.
shout out this game designer. His name is Jacob. I'm gonna jack up his last name. Jacob
You probably.
Dwinzel. DZWINEL.
Shizzle.
Yo, he's programming this awesome new fighting game called Midnight Fight Express. It looks redonkulous. And he's basically doing a lot of, pretty much building it by himself. It's a team of one. He has some awesome mocap actors and, stunt people and martial artists contribute.
Dang. That is cool.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you. I mean, it's not going to be released until probably sometime next year. It's not going to be this year. But I will definitely put a link in our description. This game is ridiculous. I'm not even going to describe it. Just everything that you wanted to do in a brawler, you can pretty much do. It's insane. Wow. Anyway, I'm really impressed by this team of one person pretty much doing the coding.
One is the loneliest number that you
Stardew
ever
Valley.
knew. Stardew Valley. It was made by one guy.
Wow. Impressive. Shout out to them.
And I love that game.
Shout out to people that love games so much they will build them by themselves. I thought I was a gamer.
Indeed.
No, bro. You gotta shout out someone that makes a game by themselves. Oh, they have a Discord also. Midnight.
Yeah,
Fight
we'll link
Express.
to that.
And join their Discord. Check out the game. It's ridiculous.
And maybe by next week, through many messages and talking, we'll figure out who I'm going to 6-star next. Because it's got to happen. Those Rainbow Mon, they burn a hole in my soul, and I need it. I need to get them 6-starred so I can have a lack of runes.
Put the list up again on the Discord, and we will decide as a collective. The Borg, the hive mind will decide. Oh, jeez. I promise never to do that again.
I wish I had my voice changer. I would do it right now, but we are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own.
Cheers. So on that note,
Your culture will adapt to service us.
definitely
resistance
live
is
long and
futile.
prosper. What else can you say after that?
Nothing. All right. Have a great day. Live long and